Can you repeat the question?
Yeah. So, hey guys, I'm Kiefer. This is Becca, and this is Park Chapel Student Ministry Eats Spicy Things, not hot ones. I want to make that clear. Sean Evans, please don't sue me.
There's a big difference.
Big difference.
Big
Yeah,
difference.
very, very big difference. We do want to give props where props is due to First We Feast and Hot Ones. They do a great job at this, so we're kind of trying our own little flavor at this. Becca, you are one of our volunteers in student ministry. We appreciate what you do. How are you with hot stuff?
I am terrible with hot things. I like the orange chicken at Panda Express. That's pretty spicy. So we're gonna do good.
We are in for a treat. So I myself don't mind hot stuff too bad. It's okay. So we'll get into this. Good luck. All right, so our first sauce we got is just Frank's Red Hot, and Becca, you're just going right into it.
Yeah.
You are. So yeah, we'll take a little. You want to cheers first, or you just want to get into it?
Cheers.
Okay,
yeah.
cheers. All right, there we go. All right. Okay. Frank's Red Hot. I put that stuff on everything. That's not what the old lady says, but it's close. So.
Close enough.
Okay, so Becca, I want to ask you. You've been a Christian for nearly all your life.
Yeah.
Right. And so, what phase would you say of your Christian walk you kind of neglected Jesus? Kind of you're taking it for granted.
I'd say I sort of took it for granted in middle school and like the beginning years of high school.
Yeah.
I was just walking with my parents and doing the whole show. And I didn't go to Nexus, and I didn't love going to Intersect either. My parents had to force us to go. So that was probably the most time I neglected it and took it for granted.
Yeah, so when did you think that you really took your faith seriously?
Probably senior year of high school. I just started really enjoying youth group, really getting connected. I had some good youth coaches that I stuck with every week. Shout out Katrina.
She is pretty great.
Yeah, that's when I started taking it seriously. I started being more intentional in my walk with Christ. So.
Yeah. So Becca, how you feeling? You feeling pretty good with the Frank's Red Hot?
Pretty good. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, it's delicious. So it's a good mild sauce. This next one, it's pretty mild as well. It's got just some jalapeno pepper, vinegar, salt, xanthan gum, which is why wouldn't you want that? And some garlic. So it's pretty mild.
All right.
Let's go ahead and get our next little bit, and then we'll clink it. There we go. Clinkies. Okay. All right. It's good. Yeah, good. I got a big bite. Sorry. You just went like a nibble, and I respect that. I put the whole chicken nugget in my mouth.
Yeah.
I'm a savage. So, all right. So with this whole COVID-19, right? We're in quarantine. Everybody's in quarantine. What are you doing? What are you reading or watching or doing to kind of pass the time?
Yeah, so even with COVID-19 and being quarantined, I still have school to do. So I'm doing my schoolwork. I've got some paintings I'm working on, some sketches. I've got regular homework to do too.
And where do you go to school so they know?
I go to Ball State University. I'm a junior there, art ed major, so I enjoy art.
Yeah.
And I enjoy teaching. So yeah, I'm just doing a lot of schoolwork. I'm making sure I get in my daily devotion. I text a friend my thoughts on the passages we're reading, and right now we just finished Mark 2 today, so we're taking the gospel one chapter at a time a day.
Nice.
And then I read another devotion by Oswald Chambers, just a daily thoughts thing. And then, I watch Hulu, I watch movies.
What was the best movie that you watched recently?
I watched Overcomer the other day, and that was really good.
Yeah.
Really inspirational.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Yeah. It's a nice, good Christian movie. And I've been talking with my friends. I had Bible study over Zoom last night.
Yeah.
So, we're making it work. So,
yeah. Absolutely. Well, we'll get into the next sauce, and then we'll keep talking.
Yeah.
All right, so Becca, you said you're going to art school.
Yeah.
Majoring in art education.
Yeah.
Kudos. I got nothing but respect for, especially I was very influenced by my art teacher, so I got nothing but respect for art teachers. Why do you want to go into art and art education specifically? So we'll get our wing, and you kind of think about that. And or these are actually nuggets, not wings.
Really sad.
So this next one actually has habanero in it. That's the only difference between this one and the other one. So yeah, go ahead and we'll eat it. And you can think through your question.
Mm-hmm.
Got a little bit of bite on that one.
Just a little bit. Hit the top of my tongue before I got it. So I really always enjoyed art as a kid. I was always drawing, even though I drew a lot at home. Not a lot of people saw me like do art. That is toasty.
It's got a little bit of bite to it. You got the liquids there if you need.
Yeah. But I really didn't know what I was gonna do until my senior year in high school, and then I had some solid friends and mentors I looked up to who were teachers. And just having them around, they influenced me to want to be a teacher in the slightest, but I didn't really know what I wanted to teach. I thought about English and I thought about history, but I was like, well, my grammar sucks, so like that's not gonna work. Yeah, but I love literature and stuff, but the grammar part always caught me up. And history, I was like, that's been done, and like I can read about it, like I can learn about it.
That's history, right?
It is history. But art, it's just like, it's just there, and like you can always make something new. You can pull from the past. You can like start new trends. And I in school didn't have the opportunity to have any art classes, so like I wanted to provide that education that I didn't get as a kid. So
that's really great.
Yeah.
All right, we got our next wing, our next chicken nugget up, and this one, if we're kind of looking at it, I'll read. It's got a jalapeno or jalapeno, habanero, and ghost pepper. Oh my goodness, and scorpion pepper. I didn't see that one. So there's a lot going on with this one, Becca. We've kind of escalated quickly, so that's kind of what you're gonna kind of realize. So we'll get a little bit of our dipskis there, and we'll clink it and we'll sink it. Okay.
That's a little harder.
That's got some hot to it. Yeah. So you're an artist.
Mm-hmm.
You have respect for art and for famous artists.
Yeah.
I've got some famous quotes from certain artists.
Okay.
That I kind of want you to react to.
Okay.
Let me know if you agree with them, disagree with them.
Yeah.
So first one is from Henry Matisse.
Okay. Okay.
And it says, creativity takes courage.
Okay.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I would agree. A lot of times, I know, at least as myself as an artist, I struggle to be willing to share my artwork, or I compare myself to others, and I'm like, oh, my artwork's not as good as theirs, and like I'm not gonna make it as an artist. So it takes a lot of courage to put yourself out there and to be confident in your work, and to share it with others.
Yeah. Next quote is from Pablo Picasso.
Yeah.
He says, every child is an artist. The problem is how to remain an artist when you grow up.
Yeah. So I also kind of agree with that. Kids, they're just, I taught a class of first and second graders for one of my college classes, and they just love to make. If you just put stuff down in front of them, they will create the weirdest things. I had some students make, like, they folded their paper away that you could open it up, and they made what we call, like, I guess it could be an exquisite corpse, which is where you like draw something on one side, and then if you open it up, it's even more. And they're so creative. But when you get to like college age and as an adult, you just kind of lose, you get worried and caught up in your own thoughts, and kids do just have that unbridled creativity about them because they don't care, and adults do.
Yeah. Last quote is from Bob Ross.
All right,
my says, man. We don't make mistakes, just happy little accidents.
Yeah. I say I agree with it somewhat, but not entirely. Sometimes you really make a big old mistake and you have to restart.
Like eating these wings. Yeah.
Not yet. Maybe later.
I'm starting
we'll
to
figure
sweat
it out.
a little bit.
But yeah, there's some mistakes that you can't come back from, but some mistakes do make it better because you never would have done it in the first place. Sometimes the original plan is not the best one. So just going with it and seeing what happens.
Yeah. All right, so Becca, as we've talked about, you're an artist.
Yeah.
You like art, and you're good at art. I don't know if people have seen your art. Do you do put yourself on Instagram or anything?
I do. I put it up on my art Instagram, which I have a link to on my regular account. And I guess I could plug it. It's at RGC_art on Instagram, all lowercase. I post sort of frequently there, a lot of in-progress work and some completed work.
Yeah, we'll have a link to that on the video. So so you talk about art, and we try not to as artists, because both of us have gone to art school. But we have some art that we think is just bad, some art that is that's good. So we're gonna eat our next wing, and then we're gonna just do some art appreciation.
All right.
We're gonna take a look at some art. So this next one, they've kind of just taken the base recipe of jalapeno and just slowly added spicier stuff to it.
Yeah.
So this one has water, jalapeno pepper, habanero pepper. They said habanero pepper on there twice, as if one was not enough.
Yeah, no.
Ghost pepper, scorpion pepper, Carolina Reaper pepper, and then they added some capsicum extract, and don't forget the vinegar and salt. So that's what we have here. Let's take a little bit of a. Ooh, that is a lot.
You're just dipping a lot in there.
That's a lot more than I had hoped,
Yeah.
but there's no turning back now.
No.
So, initially, okay. So, this first one is actually your favorite artist, or one of them.
Yeah.
Thomas Eakins.
Yeah.
So, tell me about this. Why do you appreciate this art, and what do you appreciate about it?
I really like Eakins' style. He's realistic, but there's a little bit of you can tell the paint quality and you can see it. So it's not overly blended and overly realistic, but it does capture that real life essence that I like to do in my own art. He's one of I think one of the OG American artists.
OG American
so,
artist. There we
yeah,
go.
I think he's just really interesting. I really love some of his pieces like the Gross Clinic, and the Agnew Clinic. Just some of he did a lot of medical stuff, and one of his pieces got rejected.
You're right.
Yeah. One of his pieces got rejected from where it was supposed to be because it was too gory because it showed a surgical scene.
Yeah.
So.
I was actually going to do one of those, but I
Yeah.
decided against it. That's got my teeth are starting to hurt a little bit.
A little bit.
And the saliva is building. It's building. So, sorry. All right, let's hop into the next one.
Yeah.
This is a famous one.
Yeah.
It's the Mona Lisa by Da Vinci.
Mm-hmm.
So, kind of what's so famous about this? Why should we like this?
Well, she's more famous because of the stories she's left behind.
Ooh.
So in art history, we learn a lot about different artists and historical events surrounding certain art pieces. And the Mona Lisa actually wasn't very famous until it was stolen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then when they recovered it, people were like this has got to be something big because it was stolen.
Right.
So that's why it's so popular nowadays. But it also kind of encapsulates some of the era that Da Vinci had. So.
Yeah. Let's look at one more good piece, and we'll go on to some bad art.
Yeah.
So this is Katsushika's Great Wave Off.
Yeah.
So what about this is so visually stunning and powerful?
Yeah, so that's one of it's a Japanese block print. That's one of my favorite pieces personally. And it's some history behind it. It's depicting a really sad story, a tragedy actually, of those sailors. They just get eaten by the waves.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's just stunning because of how it flows and the wave is huge. And yeah. And even the Japanese block prints, a lot of people didn't take them for as real art until a lot of times during the trades, when they traded between England and Japan. they would use that as like packing material, like those prints.
Yeah.
And then the English were like, this is like some good stuff. Why is it here? So it just started gaining popularity.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look at a couple pieces of bad art, and this is thanks to from the Museum of Bad Art.
All right.
So here's the first one.
All right.
Yeah. What do you feel about this?
I'm getting a little bit of an impressionist vibe.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Monet brushstrokes. You know.
I don't know. See, I don't know what this one is, and we'll be able to see it in the video. But it looks almost like a rat, not like a dog.
I mean, rat, dog, chihuahua.
Ooh, yes.
So they're basically rats.
That's
Sorry
a
for anyone that has
dog.
like chihuahuas, but that's a piece.
Yeah, that's a piece.
It's a
piece
starting point, really. Like
Okay.
they can only get better from there.
We can only hope.
Yeah.
All right, let me do a couple more. There's this one. This is the non-seeing eye dog.
You know, that's fun. I mean, yeah, I don't see a problem with it.
Yeah,
really.
it's just more creepy than
Yeah,
anything else.
but like,
It's missing its eyes.
There's always weirder stuff.
It's true. There is
Yeah.
always weirder stuff. See, Becca is an appreciant of all art. I don't know if you can appreciate this next one though. So yeah.
I mean, I appreciate, as an art educator, there's all levels of artists, and I would appreciate it for the attempt at a self-portrait.
Or someone else's portrait.
Yeah, a portrait in general.
Yeah.
It's got some, like, they've got some of this, like, some stuff down those lips. Those are some quality, that's some quality
Textured.
artwork of the lips.
Yeah, they look like a couple of Twizzlers just smushed on top of each other. I was always mean in art whenever we did appreciation. Here's the last one. It's someone's take on the Mona Lisa.
Yeah, a nice master study right there.
Yeah, that's quality.
Yeah, you know, all of these have potential, really, even if they are bad.
Okay, there you go. All right, well, we're gonna hop into the last of the sauces, and then you will be free.
All right.
Becca, this is the last of the sauces.
Yeah.
This is actually First We Feast's Hot Ones, the last dab seen on their program. So what we'll do is we'll do what they do.
Yeah.
Because oh gosh, that
Just
is a
load it
lot.
up,
That is a
Kiefer.
lot. Dang it.
I'm not gonna put it direct.
You can
You know,
you put
I
it to the side if you want, or you can match.
I think I just want to like evenly coat it, so I'm just gonna.
Okay,
I'm gonna
okay.
Slosh my
That is
nugget
a lot
around.
right
That
on
is a lot.
Yeah,
Kiefer.
too much.
Like I'm in anticipation for this sauce
For
cause
seeing how I do it. So yeah, we'll clink and sink our last one. And if we don't make it, at least we know where we're going.
That's true.
So, all right.
All right.
Oh, it tastes good.
It's not bad, no.
Yeah, it tastes. Ooh,
It's starting to kick in.
starting.
A little bit.
Yeah,
A little bit.
it's starting. So many students don't know, but actually, you're a legacy. Around here, you started off as a student. You went through seventh. Through high school, and then now you are pouring back into the ministry, as an adult, and that's something we love to see around here. And why did you stick with student ministry outside of junior and high school, and what keeps you coming back? You're right.
Yeah. Can you repeat the question?
Yeah. So you came up through our ranks, junior and high school, and then now you're here. Why do you do it?
I just love working with you guys. I know that my youth leaders made a big impact on me, and some of them have become lifelong friends. So I know how important it is to have youth leaders, and because I have a passion for working with students.
Don't be afraid to get the milk.
I'm not afraid to get the milk. Because I found a love of working with students through working with the junior high school students, my senior year of high school, and just other things. I just love pouring into you guys. I love hanging out with you guys. I love hearing about your lives, and I think it's just helping me become a better person, a better teacher. And I hope I can pour into your lives since you guys pour into mine so much.
Yeah. Well, hey, I'm gonna give it up for you, Becca. You're our first of probably many people that we'll be doing this with. So, do you have anything else to say, kind of to the crew?
Yeah, just hang tight. I know quarantine sucks. Your teachers are like struggling to get things together, so like give them some grace after spring break. We're always here for you. So let us know if you have any struggles, prayer requests. We can FaceTime, we can text, we can whatever. So
yeah.
All
right. Well, that is all. Thanks.